Hey, hi, hello, and welcome back to Even Tacos Fall Apart. I am MommaFoxFire, and holy shit, we are in season 5. If you have been rocking with this show for a while, I need you to know that I don't take that for granted, not even a little bit. You didn't have to come back. You didn't have to keep listening, and yet here you are, listening. So genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. That means everything to me. And you know what? If this is your first time, if you're brand new here, perfect timing. Grab a seat, grab a taco if you've got one, and buckle up because we are kicking off a brand new season today, and there's a lot of real stuff on the way. Before we get into what's ahead, I want to slow down and look back at the season we just finished. I want to talk about why this show exists, and if you're new, I want to explain what the hell Even Tacos Fall Apart even means. Because people ask all the time, and honestly, I never get tired of answering. Here's the thing about tacos. We all know tacos are incredible. Tacos might be one of the greatest things human beings have ever created. You've got your shell, your protein, your toppings, salsa, maybe put some guacamole on yours, sour cream. It's a whole beautiful, perfect little situation. And then you take that first bite and maybe everything falls apart. The lettuce goes flying, the tomato slides off, half your filling winds up on the plate, and you're just standing there holding a mostly empty shell going, what just happened? And here's what you don't do. You don't throw the taco across the room. You don't declare tacos a failure and swear off them forever, I hope. You laugh. You make a mess. Maybe you don't even notice. Maybe you just scoop everything back up and you keep on eating because that taco was still damn delicious and it was worth every bit of the chaos. That is the whole metaphor right there. We are all, at some point, at many points, a taco that is falling apart. And that is not a character flaw. It's not evidence that you're broken or that something went catastrophically wrong with you. It's just life, because life is messy and painful and complicated, and sometimes it comes completely undone. And somehow we keep going anyway. We keep scooping the filling back up, and we take the next bite. That is what this show is. Real, honest, sometimes uncomfortable conversations about mental health, about healing, about struggling, about surviving and growing, and all the messy human stuff in between. No shame, no bullshit, no pretending. Just real talk that hopefully makes you feel a little less like you're the only one whose taco is on the floor. Obviously, if you can't tell, we love tacos around here, even, maybe especially, when they fall apart. All right, season 4. I want to talk about it because we did a lot. When I look back at everything we covered, I'm genuinely kind of blown away. The range of what people came on here and talked about, the depth of it, the honesty, it was a hell of a season. We went into real grief, not the sanitized, inspirational quote version, actual grief, the kind that guts you and changes the shape of you. We talked about trauma and PTSD and depression and suicidal ideation. We talked about abuse, narcissistic abuse, the kind that makes you question your own reality. We talked about the troubled teen industry, which, if you haven't listened to that episode, go listen to it because it's infuriating and important. We talked about binge eating, chronic pain, ibogaine therapy, and what it looks like to try every door until you find one that opens. We also talked about the stuff that keeps people going: music, writing, gaming, creativity. The things that aren't always taken seriously as mental health tools, but absolutely are for a lot of people. We talked about mindfulness and productivity and what it means to actually make decisions that are aligned with who you are instead of who you think you're supposed to be. We had therapists, researchers, advocates, and people who just lived through something brutal and showed up here to talk about it honestly. And I want to say something about that last group. The people who aren't credentials or titles, just, quote unquote, just humans with a story. Those conversations are some of the most powerful I ever have on this show. There is something about someone just sitting down and saying, here's what happened to me, and here's how I survived it, that cuts through everything. It matters, it reaches people, and I don't ever want you or I to underestimate it. I want to highlight a few conversations from season 4 that really stayed with me. Laura Bratton came on to talk about being blind as a teenager and finding hope on the other side of that. That conversation wrecked me in the best possible way. The way she talked about hope, not as some destination you arrive at, but as a choice you keep making over and over. I think about that more than she probably knows. Dr. Michelle Sherman talked with us about trauma, PTSD, and families, about how trauma doesn't just live inside one person, how it bleeds out into relationships and households and generations. I know that conversation hit different for me, and I'm sure for a lot of people out there. Helda Music Diva talked about mental health in the entertainment industry, and I loved that conversation because we ask so much of performers and artists and creators, and we almost never stop to ask how they're actually doing, Mark Ross sat down to talk about PTSD, depression, and suicidal ideation openly, honestly, without flinching. That took guts. That conversation matters, and I am grateful he trusted me with it. And then Reverend Nick Scutari came in to talk about religion and mental health. And that episode became the top episode of the entire season. It's now sitting in the top 3 most played episodes in the whole history of Even Tacos Fall Apart, right up there with Dr. Rachel Cowart on social connections and gaming, all the way back in season 1, and Justin Bethany's conversation about nutrition and mental health from season 3. People needed that conversation, and they found it, and that's exactly what this show is supposed to do. And that is just scratching the surface. We also pulled some episodes out of the archives, conversations I had in 2020 and 2021 that are somehow even more relevant now than when I first recorded them. Gaslighting, toxic relationships, ADHD, living with depression, managing your inner critic, that stuff doesn't expire. And if anything, more people need to hear it. I want to get real with you for a second because that's the whole point of this show, right? Building something like this is not always a feel-good experience. It's not always a highlight reel. There are seasons where you pour yourself into it and the numbers don't do what you hoped, and you sit with that and you ask yourself hard questions. Does this matter? Is it reaching anyone? Is it worth it? And I keep coming back to the same answer. Yes, it's worth it. Not because of metrics, though I'll be honest, more than doubling our plays from season 3 to season 4 felt pretty damn good. But more than that, because these conversations are real and they matter, and mental health is still something a lot of people feel like they have to navigate alone in the dark. If this show can be even a small light for someone, if it made one person feel less alone, or helped one person finally make a therapy appointment, or just gave someone the language to describe what they've been going through, then I do it all over again without hesitation. So yeah, here we are, season 5, and I'm not going anywhere. What's coming this season? Honestly, more of everything that makes this show what it is. We are going to keep having real, gritty, honest conversations about mental health, the stuff people talk about and the stuff people are still too scared to say out loud. All of it. The clinical, the personal, the survivor stories, and the I'm still in the middle of it stories. The grief and the joy and everything in between. We cover all things mental health on Even Tacos Fall Apart. That's not a tagline, that's the actual mission here. If it's part of the human experience of trying to keep your head above water and figure out who you are and heal from the things that hurt you, it belongs on this show. That hasn't changed and it's not going to change. Every season I say I am excited about what's coming, and every season I mean it, probably more than the last time. That's genuinely where I am right now. I cannot wait to introduce you to the people and the topics and the conversations that I've got lined up. This community keeps growing, the conversations keep getting deeper, and I feel like we're just getting started. If you're new, feel free to go dig into the archives. There's almost 5 seasons of conversations waiting for you, And there is something in there for whatever you're going through right now. Start wherever feels right for you. If you've been here for a while, again, seriously, thank you. Share the show, tell someone about an episode that hit you, leave a review, leave a comment if you hadn't. Those things matter more than you know for an independent podcast trying to do something real. And if you've ever thought about being a guest, reach out. I would love to hear from you. You don't need a degree or a platform or a perfectly packaged story. You just need to be willing to show up and have an honest conversation. That's the whole damn requirement. All right, that is our season 5 opener. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving a damn about this stuff. Thank you for being a part of a community that believes talking about mental health is not a weakness. Remember, when things fall apart, when the filling hits the floor and the shell cracks and you're covered in salsa wondering what the hell just happened, you are still worth showing up for. The taco was still good, and we keep going. See you in the next episode. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, we love tacos around here, even when they fall apart.